What's up everyone, welcome back to my studio. My name is Michael Taylor and thank you for joining me for another video. Today I want to talk about my top 10 favorite coins of 2018. Before I get into it, I want to remind everyone that this is not financial advice. I do not suggest you guys invest your money into these projects. I'm simply giving you my opinion of them. Also, these coins are independent of the three that I talked about before. So this includes Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and Neo. So that's 4 coins that I'm not going to mention that I really think you guys should look into. But I think those are pretty well known and pretty well covered. So these are the 10 coins that I believe you should check out this year. And here's the list over here if you're lazy and you don't want to watch the whole video. There you go. But first is QTUM. And QTUM is down the line. It's over here. It is at $40 right now, and what QTUM is trying to accomplish is they are trying to make the Ethereum for mobile devices. So that's basically how you need to think about it. They are developing decentralized applications for your phone, and here's a list of some of the applications they're working on. I think a lot of these are really cool. Ink is awesome. Bodhi is like a prediction kind of website. Anyway, you should definitely check out QTUM. They've got a lot of really interesting things going on. Next up is IKON. IKON is the South Korean version of Ethereum. So the reason I like these kind of coins, these platform coins, is because they are necessary for the rest of that ecosystem, right? So Ethereum, you need Ethereum to buy into the other projects. And that's kind of how QTUM and IKON are working. And similar to Neo, you know, you need Neo in order to buy into those other development projects. So before I get into IKON, I want to mention that QTUM allows you to stake your tokens. So if you have, 1,000 QTUM tokens, you can put them in your wallet, leave your wallet open, and then over time it will start to generate more QTUM tokens. I'm a sucker for passive income, so that is one thing to mention. IKON is basically Ethereum and similar to QTUM, only it is trying to accomplish everything in one. So Ethereum has these other projects on the side that are going to try to make Ethereum better. IKON is trying to just do everything in one, and it's hyper connecting all of these blockchains. So you can issue your blockchain ID, which allows you to verify who you are. Payment exchange, which is a decentralized exchange, which is independent of fees and things like that. You simply just swap the tokens for other tokens. So very cool stuff. Look into IKON. Next up is Populus. Now this is one that a lot of people kind of scan over and they don't really give a lot of attention to, but I absolutely love this project. Populus is an invoicing center. So if invoicing for businesses and projects is a way for companies to pay people without having to front all the money. So they pay people, they buy these invoices, and they exchange the invoice after the project is done and everyone is happy, kind of deal. But Populus is trying to bring that to blockchain technology, and the reason I really like this project is because it allows you to gain passive income. So if you own their tokens, you can buy invoices from people all around the world. And if the invoice is successful, right, if everyone pays their part and there's no discrepancies, then the invoice also charges a fee. Well, if you're the one that purchased the invoice, then you are the one that you not only, sorry, let me try to rephrase this. So whenever you spend your PPT, your Populus token, or an invoice, and the invoice is successful, not only do you receive your Populus token back, but you also receive any of the fees that were generated. So that's what starts to generate that passive income. You can just sit here, every month or so, buy a few invoices, let the invoices go through, and then receive your Populus token back, right? You're not even having to spend anything. You get the token back plus the fees that were associated with the invoice. So very cool project. Look into Populus. Omise Go is a very interesting project. It is a wallet that is wanting to bridge all of the currencies together. So anything from fiat currency like US dollars and yen and euros to ERC20 tokens, which are the Ethereum tokens. And it's trying to make it a very simple process for you to transfer your fiat for other tokens and vice versa. They've got a lot of incentives through their program, so like loyalty programs and things like that. And eventually they are going to be a staking token. So you'll be able to stake your Omise Go tokens to verify and secure transactions, and then you will get paid the fees. So if Omise Go becomes the new PayPal, you can see how lucrative that may be. So Omise Go is very cool, very interesting. The next project is Veritasium. Now this is another one a lot of people just kind of scan over. But Veritasium is trying to basically dissolve stock markets. It's trying to become the center hub for asset exchange, and it is a very cool project. The guy that runs and operates and is like the lead for this project his name is Reggie Middleton. So go look him up and find some of these videos. But he has created this thing called the Vadar, and it basically allows you to use your Veritasium token to have exposure of equivalent of 100 Ethereum tokens. Okay, so you just need one Veri in order to have the exposure of 100 Ethereum. And his Vadar is a software that trades tokens back and forth without you having to manage it, right? It's like you pay the system. It's like paying a stockbroker to manage your funds, only it's AI, it's software, and it is trading coins back and forth, generating profit. And then at the end of that term, your Veritasium is spent, but you receive all of the profits. So look into Veritasium. I know I didn't do a very good job explaining it. It is kind of complicated, but they're trying to do exactly what the stock exchange does, and they're trying to digitize all of these different assets, gold, silver, Bitcoin, real estate, all these things, digitize them, and then you'll be able to trade them on the Vadar. Another very interesting thing about Veritasium is that you can rent your tokens. So this is the passive income again. I'm not entirely sure if you get your Veri back or if you just get the equivalent value back. I'll have to look into that, but yeah, another very great project. Arc is incredibly cool. Arc is kind of trying to do a lot. It is all-in-one blockchain solution, so that's kind of easiest way to put it. But they are building several different applications, several different SDKs, programs, so you can kind of sift through here. They're trying to bring the blockchain technology to the everyday user, the everyday kind of businessman, and putting it all in a very simple hub that people can interact with. And I don't know, Arc is just such a cool project. Everything about it is very interesting. If they can accomplish what they are talking about trying to do, it is going to be absolutely astounding how large this project is. So they're trying to bridge, blockchains. So basically bridging, Bitcoin with Ethereum, using the best of both worlds. They're, scaling other blockchains, making things decentralized. They're doing a lot of really interesting things. But another cool thing that they're doing is they are kind of doing what Omise Go is doing, where they're trying to make it. Okay, so the ARC token is going to represent all of the other tokens, basically, within your wallet. So you can store all of your tokens in their wallet, and whenever you go to buy a coffee or purchase something at the store, if they only take Litecoin or Digibyte or something, if you have it in your ARC wallet, you can spend the ARC token, and then it will translate to whatever token needs to be spent. So it's just making a very simple interface for everyone to use. Very interesting, very cool. Another cool thing is that you can also stake ARC tokens. So you put them into your wallet, and it's a different kind of format, but what winds up happening is you vote for other delegates that are actually securing the network. You vote for them, and then the more votes that they have, the more weight that they have in the network, and you get a percentage of whatever they're processing, right? So whatever fees that they're generating, whatever passive income that they're generating, the voters actually get a chunk of that as well. So you can look into that and try to make sense of it if you would like. But yeah, passive income, love it. Komodo is another incredibly exciting project. It is similar to ARC in the fact that, you know, they're trying to accomplish a lot, and they're trying to I don't know, bring it all together. It's again kind of complicated, but definitely check out Komodo. They're similar to ARC but different in a lot of ways. It is they kind of are they're trying to use privacy as another selling point, so that is something to look into if you're interested in privacy. Komodo, very cool. Neo, again, Neo, I can't say enough about it. This is going to be absolutely massive. 2018, it's going to be equivalent, if not larger, than Ethereum. So Ethereum's at what, you know, $1,200 right now. Neo's at 100, 140. So yeah, Neo is going to be very interesting. Here is the DevCon, happening the 30th and 31st. That's going to spark a lot of attention. So if you can get in before that, that would be very cool. But I don't actually have Neo tagged. What I was going to mention is this is actually gas. So as you'll notice over here, gas. I think gas is going to be incredibly valuable. A lot of people are saying that it might be one-to-one with Neo. So if Neo goes up to $1,000, gas might follow. That's just because it's so scarce and because it's going to be so necessary. So look into Neo, look into gas. That is a very cool project. Salt is really cool. They are issuing loans for your cryptocurrency. So you can, like, you know, exactly as it's saying right here, hold whatever cryptocurrency and you can get your fiat currency as a loan. And an interesting thing about Salt is that you will be able to pay back your loan using Salt for its buyback price, which I believe is like $22 or something. So you can, so this is literally arbitrage. This is literally how this should work. But the Salt token right now is less than $8, and you will be able to pay back your loan for, you know, $27 or $22 per token. So you're literally generating you know, more than $10 just by buying it now. If you ever intend to get loans, this is definitely something to look at. And last but not least, Pillar. Pillar is one of those that I think is either going to do incredibly well or it's going to kind of wash away. So Pillar is doing something similar to what ARC is doing with their wallet, only it is only focusing on the wallet. So basically you get all these other tokens, you get all these other cryptocurrencies, put it in your Pillar wallet, and then you are able to then you're able to just use the Pillar token, the PLR, in order to transact with people. This is, you know, this makes life a lot easier. This allows you to not have to move funds around all the time and pay for transfer fees and this, that, or the other. But it's also trying to bring all of your information into your wallet. So all of your SDK, your KYW, things that other services need, information, you know, like if you want to, you know, get a loan or something, it needs that information, but it's, instead of having to type it all in every time you want a loan, or you know every time you go to a different company, it'll be within your Pillar wallet. It'll be a central hub for all of your information, and you won't have to, you know, like I said, keep redoing it. So Pillar is going to be, like I said, either incredibly cool, or it might kind of wither away with other technologies coming to the forefront. So definitely look into Pillar, look into all these companies and tokens and coins. I think they're going to be very successful this year. And remember, this is not financial advice. Please do your own research and do some due diligence, read some white papers. But yeah, that is my opinion. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.